Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders all around the world. This is Fxpassion broadcasting you live on TradingView. Hello, Fardy. Hello, Breezer. Everybody, this is Forex Trader Course 101. It's for beginners. And what we are trying to do here, everybody, we are trying to build the three pillars of a beginner trader. Pillar number one is the strategy and or system, with all of this stuff here on the left, right? The modules, basic module, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Number two, risk management. We are trying to learn how risk management affects our strategy and or system. And the big one, the psychology part. We're trying to learn about how our psychology affects our risk management decisions and our strategy and our system. Hello, Sultan, how are you? Remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. The webinars are not trading or investment advice, everybody. The webinars are focused only. Don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. For questions or homeworks, TradingView house rules apply. You can contact me in private chat, or below the streaming is the Gmail contact. Have better than one. Having three skills is better than two, especially in times of uncertainty, and trading is a learnable skill. That being said, everybody, I'm sorry for yesterday. So we are still streaming in beta, right? So let's see. Hopefully today we are going to finish the class, right? Okay, so today we're going to continue from yesterday. So today is lesson 19, how to trade support in an uptrend. Okay, how to trade support in an uptrend. And let's open the what? We're going to be here. So what is the 2-hour chart? 2-hour chart. Okay, let's increase the scale of the 2-hour chart. So we are on GBP/JPY, everybody. And now for the beginner trader, okay, let's learn about how probabilities can increase. How probabilities can increase. Okay, and we're talking about the entry. Okay, so what we have learned so far, everybody, is that number one, talking about probabilities, it's market above the uptrend line, right? Uptrend line. And how probabilities can increase, okay? Example, buy. We're going to buy the market because the lesson is how to trade support in an uptrend. So market above the uptrend line, right? Number two is CTB stands for, or let's write this down. We have time, right? Counter trend line break. And number three would be past support. Okay. Now click. So this is going to be a percentage. This is going to be a percentage. This is going to be a percentage, whatever, right? So percentage wise. Okay. So beginner traders, when we are buying whatever, right? Could be the shorter event of the market wave, could be structure. Okay, so and one more, right? One more. This would be two. So one, this is going to be two, this is going to be three, this is going to be four. Okay, market making and higher lows. This would be a percentage two. Okay, so we have different scenarios, right? And we can clone this zone and we can put this in here. And so this would be 1, 2, and we can clone one more, right? 1, 2, 3, and clone. So this would be 1, this would be 2, 3, counter trend line break, right? We are entering at the, and this would be the example, something like this, something like this. And number 4, the last one, right, would be, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, clone the uptrend line, clone the uptrend line, clone the counter trend line, clone, 1, 2, 3, and lastly, right, this reaction would be what? Would be a level of past, let's make it bolder, like this, past support. Zuelius, hello, how are you? Bom dia para você também. Okay, so we need to learn, everybody. So this is a course, right? And we are in lesson 19. We are over the, what is the module? We're in the module. So now we are going to learn about pivot point, support, and resistance, everybody. And as a beginner trader, I must understand that those different represent different probabilities. So if I'm going to buy just an uptrend, you know, the market making higher highs, higher lows, and without knowing, right, like, you know, I just open my charting software and my platform and I'm seeing this, right? So, and if I'm, so what I'm seeing a higher high, I'm seeing a higher low, and another high, and maybe I'm seeing, so I'm seeing higher highs, higher lows. Make sense, everybody? Low to high, high to low, and one more time, low to high. So I'm seeing, and this is everything that I'm seeing. I'm not using anything because I'm a beginner trader, and I'm just going to buy. You know, oh, it's going up, it's making higher highs, higher lows, and I'm going to buy. So this, when I buy this, I'm going to have some kind of probabilities. My trade is going to have a certain amount of probabilities, right? But because, especially on the smaller time frames, everybody, maybe, you know, these higher highs, higher lows are just part of what we've learned. Maybe are part of a down retracement. Make sense? So I'm not going to have an uptrend line. I'm going to have price movement, price action. I'm going to have a downtrend line. Make sense, everybody? So in order to have a better chance, a better probability, well, we can implement, I'm still going to buy the market, but I'm going to have the market is going to make higher highs, higher lows above the uptrend line. So this will be to enter at the correct time. Talking about timing, I'm going to enter at the counter trend line break, right? So instead of me entering in here as a beginner and getting stressed, you know, oh, the market is going against me, you know, why is this happening? Oh, I'm going to lose. Well, I'm going to use the counter trend line break, and I'm going to end it. You know, if this counter trend line break is at, sometimes it's going to happen like this, sometimes it won't, you know. But if this counter trend line break happens at some support, everybody, you know, this is going to give me a greater chance. Make sense, everybody? The more reasons, the more conversions we have, the chance of success. Makes sense? Beginner traders, Does this make sense to you? Of course, we need to learn the tools. You know, I cannot just draw the because the Fibonacci trade is going to be a winner. I need to learn and understand the tools that we are using. Make sense? I have a play on the chat. Okay, and so let's delete this one. Delete. Okay, and we're going to do this exercise now on the chart, and let's find the tipping point. Okay, so everybody, do we agree that the market broke down to red line? Let's color code this in red one more time, something like this and like this. Do we agree, everybody? GBP down to red line in here. Do we agree on this, everybody? Yes, okay, very good. And so one more time before start, we are going to, so let's address first the market structure or the market wave, right? And in an extension, the market is going to make high lows, and then in a retracement is going to make lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and in some point in time is going to push to another extension, next extension. Okay, so what do you think, everybody? Most likely, where and when this end of retracement is going to happen? Everybody, there is no right or wrong. Don't be afraid to talk to me. When and where do you think this blue, right? We're talking about the blue, not the red. We're talking about the blue. Where do you think this retracement is going to happen? There is no right or wrong. So blue, and you're going to come on trading view. There you go. We are getting there, right? So okay, I'm going to do this one and make it like this. On the blue is going to happen most likely when and where? There is no right or wrong, everybody. Okay. Best support values, exactly. So this is one, everybody, okay? So we are going to look at the big picture, okay? And then we talked about, okay, we missed the train, right? And we can trade the short-term uptrend. We can trade the short-term uptrend. And what do you think end of retracement, end of retracement, end of retracement are going to happen? What do you think, everybody? Something like this. Click one more time. Not always, right? But most of the time. Also so let's change colors, right? Because we're talking about the blue and the red. So the red short-term trend, where are these reversals going to happen? Most likely. Previous pivot point, DMW, no sir, we are talking about past support. Don't confuse everybody. We are beginner traders, it's okay, there is a learning curve. Don't confuse past support with the pivot point, everybody. Okay, we clarified yesterday with the picture, you know, what is the difference between a pivot point, what is the difference between support, what is the difference between resistance. Today we are going to look at and look for just for past support. Okay, everybody? So we are here, right? And of course, we don't see the future. Okay, we don't see the future. And let me see. Okay, so talking about the market wave, right? GBP, JPY 2-hour chart, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, right? And let me see. We are here, right? We are here, and the uptrend line of the market wave would be higher highs, higher lows. You know, would be this one. This is the trend line on the market wave. So delete this one. Okay. Oh, just give me a second, everybody. Past support, previous pivot point, previous high. Okay. Pickle says previous high. Had access. Hello. Okay. So we are going to wait, everybody. Okay. Extension, retracement. So we are here. The market broke, right? Our uptrend line, and then the market broke our downtrend line. Okay. And we don't see the future, right? Now, for the beginner trader, how we are going to draw past level of support? We're going to take a horizontal line, and then we are just going to go from right to. Okay, everybody. This is one of the few tools that it's drawing from the right to the left, not from the left to the right. The right to go. I'm going to draw. Just give me a second, green. So this would be past support. The highs, you know, this would be past support. This would be past support from the highs, and this would be from past support, and this would be past. Okay, everybody. Now, question for the beginner trader, right? Oh, why we didn't take this high in consideration or this high in consideration? And simply because when we are drawing support and resistance, we are drawing like a scale, you know. So you go left from the right to the left, you know, we have a starting point, go down, find the first high. Okay, so we're going to draw a line, and then we're going to look left, 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 next high, right? We find another high, look left, find another high, okay? And then we're going to look left, 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 find another high, okay? The called not a clean chart. To be more specific, not a clean chart. Okay, I'm going to clean up the circles better. Not a clean chart. Let me tell me how can I make it cleaner. Okay, now what else do we have? We have the uptrend line, right? We have this uptrend line in here, and we have this uptrend line here. Make sense, everybody? So let's see how this market is going to react. So we are here right now, okay, and we are looking for entry. So we have this bearish, you know, bearish, bullish, right? Bearish, bullish, and the market is moving up, you know, and it's moving down sideways, right? Moving down sideways, moving up. Okay, finally took to the. So we have another level of past support in here, past support in here, past support in here, past support in here. Okay. Or maybe, so we have two ways, everybody. One is to draw horizontal lines, but as the call said, it's not clear, right? So what is the other one? You can take the, so let's delete all the green. Okay, you can take this tool here now and just draw like a scale. Makes sense? So it would go like this. Here to go, this is a high, next one, 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 down, down, high, down. Okay, to monitor. Better the cold? Is it better? So what are we expecting, everybody? We are expecting the market on the next retracement to retrace to a level of past support. Okay, to a level of past support, something like this, and then the market to react. The NW much better, okay? And remember, beginner traders, past support, resistance, and pivot points are not guaranteed either, okay? Makes sense? It is going to increase your probabilities, everybody, like we were talking about in here, okay? It is going to increase the probability, but are not guaranteed, okay? Don't make mistakes, don't mix apples with bananas, okay? So now with the entry, we are going to have the market making higher highs and higher lows, the market above the uptrend line. We are going to use the counter trend line break, and if we can find past support, then we are going to have a greater chance. It's still a probability game, for lack of a better word. Okay, and remember from yesterday, the higher time frame support, resistance, and pivot points are more relevant than the smaller time frame. Okay, so we are here, and where is the next one? So we are here. The market is, let's see how this out, right? So the market is here, falling down, retracing, right? Retracing and retracing further down, and this is aggressive counter trend line break, right? This would be an aggressive counter trend line break. Now here is the question: is this low react to some pivot point, to some past resistance, past support, right? Did this low, we have an aggressive counter trend line break, did this level of past support? This is what we are looking for as beginner traders. Okay, this is going to increase not the probability of the market going our way. So here's the question, everybody: is this reaction here? Did this market react? Did this market past support? What do you think? Look at the chart. You can say yes, you can say no, you can say I don't know, you can say I have no clue. So drawing the scale, right? So this would be a high, and this would be a high, and this would be the high, right? The NW says yes, sir. Zueli says yes. Well, I would say no, you know, because I mean, yes, it's subjective, right? But and the next high is here, so even though there is no right or wrong, everybody, okay, maybe I am wrong, you know, I would say, well, this low didn't reach. Make sense? And somebody's going to say, well, but it reacted to this high in here, right? So the green circle. So yes, it reacted to this high, but this high not the level of past support. See how it's done, everybody? We are going from, and we are building a set of stairs, you know, like walking up set of stairs. Now we're walking down the set of stairs. But you said support and resistance, it's not a line area. Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's exactly, it's an area. But you know, it's subjective, right? But if you're correct, but if we would take a line, you know, this low here reacted to this high. Makes sense? Can you see? This low reacted to this high. Can you see the MW? And absolutely yes, support, resistance, and pivot points are not lines, are areas. As can you see the MW? I would say that this low reacted to this low, right? Makes more sense? So anyway, everybody, let's see how this is going to play out, right? Okay. Now the market is moving up and up, and let's see, and down, sideways. And let's wait for the next. Now, as you can see, everybody, let's check the next. Counter trend line didn't happen, not yet. There we have it. Okay, now talking about, so high to, okay, right. Now, what about this reaction, everybody? What about this reaction? Did this market react to this past support? What would you say? Did the market react to this past level of past support in here? Reaction? And we need to adjust our uptrend line, right? So we are, there you go. Right, yes. So let's see what is going to happen. The market falling down, down, you know, down. It broke our trend line, right? Down. And the next counter trend line break. Let me see. The next counter trend line break could be here. Now, what about this low? Did this low react to some past level of past support? Let's compress the chart. And how can we spot this, everybody? Just draw a quadrant, right? Push a quadrant from right to the left, and we are going to see. Hello, Israel. Israel says yes. Okay, now let's see the market falling further down, right? Further down, and this is the new counter trend line break. What about this low? Everybody, did this low? So one more time, everybody, for the traders who are late to the class, what we are looking for this kind of entries. You know, the MW is right. It's not a number, it's a level, but we are trying to understand where the market reacted to some level of past support in order to have a better chance of success. Make sense? Okay. Now, this is one. So let's see, let's move further. Everybody, the market's making higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows, sideways, back down, right? Falling back down, and finally, you know, counter trend line break in here. What about this low? Did this low react to some past level of support? Everybody? And as you can see, the difference, right? Let's delete a few circles, delete a few circles. What's the difference between this low, let's color code this in green circle, and the red. What is the difference between those two? Those are two different entries for the beginner trader. What's the difference? I mean, if there is any difference, right? Would you say that the entries are equal, same probabilities? Or would you say that these two entries are different? Sure. So we're going to learn about trade management, right? Because if we would manage correctly, we could pocket some pips in here. Okay, but let's focus on, so sometimes the support, like in here, sometimes the market is not going to react to past support. Make sense, everybody? The lay is how to trade past support in an uptrend. Okay, different one has resistance and because first is a losing trade. Well, if we would manage correctly, you know. Now let's see about this one, everybody. Remember, beginner traders, we are just trying to increase our probabilities. The higher time frame of here we are going against the market wave. Okay, all of these things are going to decrease our chances of success. So right, and the market took off in here, right? Everybody. So remember, up in here. Okay, I don't want to show you too much of the chart. So remember, everybody, we are trying to spot entries on the blue, and we are trying to spot entries on the red, right? So when the market broke the downtrend line and all of this price movement, what do we have here? We have the blue up in here. We have the right. So extension, retracement, extension. Now, where do you think the best entry, or most, right? Because it's, again, because of the lack of a better word, it's not a game, you know, it's a profession. So extension, retracement, extension. Extension, retracement, extension. Let's color code this in blue. Okay. Now the market is going to retrace most likely, right? Because we're talking about probabilities, most likely where the market is going to react to the, or where the market is going to end. So as beginner traders, it doesn't matter 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 30-minute chart, 4 hour chart. We are looking for this kind of entries first. On the blue, means the train, right? The train has left the station. Then we're going to look for entries on the red. Makes sense? So let's see market, monitor the market. Market, it's falling, right? It's falling and it's falling and it's falling, and whoops, what happened in here? There is no right or wrong. The market can do anything it wants. Can you see, everybody, where the reaction came? Can you see how this, the market is making, so the market wave and the short-term trend, the market is making hard highs, hard lows, hard highs, hard lows, hard highs, hard lows, retrace highs, lower lows, lower highs, extension, hard highs, hard lows, hard highs, hard lows, hard highs, hard lows. So this is the red. And then, of course, the market must, a retracement must come. And how curiously, I don't know the future, you know, it's a speculation. I don't know the future, you know, but I would assume that this is a great entry point because the market broke the counter trend line, you know. I would assume this is a great entry as a beginner trader because the market broke the counter trend line, you know, at past support on the blue. Can you see this, everybody? This is the structural high. I'm not sure yet, right? But I have a counter trend line break here. And this is my entry. Everybody, this is my entry. Maybe I'm right. I don't know the future. Stop loss down here, right? From the previous lessons, everybody. How to trade the market wave, how to trade market structure, how to trade the short-term trend. We have different rules, remember? Because the same, is the market more likely to respond to a pivot than it is a support and resistance? Because on the same time frame, the answer is most likely no. Great question. On the same time frame, the market is going to respond most likely to all of them, you know, support, resistance, and pivot points. Okay. Now, this is my entry. I'm going to enter stop loss below the previous extension because I'm trading the blue. Let's see how this is going to work. You know, I don't see the future falling down, right? So another counter trend line here. Let's see, you know, and moving up, ways up and down, right? And finally, sideways retesting again, doing all kind of stuff. Remember, everybody, stop loss is down here, okay? So don't freak out. No, and sideways and finally, right? It went up. So even though this was a great entry, the market reacted to previous support on the blue. The market went against me further down. And now it's still okay because my stop loss is in the correct place. And the market was playing around, right? Sideways, retesting, you know. And then finally, so we had here a period of consolidation. Here, market took off, right? So let's say that we missed the end of, so this was the end of retracement. Missed the end of retracement. Israel, is a pivot point of the structure stronger than the pivot point of a wave? Israel, we don't have this on. Great question. Everybody, don't mix apples with bananas, everybody. Okay? We don't have different pivots on structure and, okay? Thank you, Israel, for the great comment. Everybody, where is the monthly chart? Monthly chart. Monthly chart. Talking about the monthly chart, and yesterday we clarified, everybody, that the higher time frame is stronger, right? So those are just, I'm not going to waste time, okay? So, but this would be resistance, this would be resistance, this would be support, this would be support, this would be a pivot point. Let's compress the chart from the monthly, everybody. This would be a pivot point. This would be a pivot point. This would be a pivot point. You know, this would be a pivot point. 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 Okay, everybody. So this is from the monthly. Now, if I'm going to push from the monthly to the daily, of course, we are going to have more highs and lows, right? Makes sense? Those lines that I'm seeing, everybody, are from the monthly. Makes sense? But I'm on the daily chart. Okay, and if we would trade this uptrend here, everybody, okay, thank you, Israel, great question. So for the beginner traders, the red, I mean the green are the green lines are from the monthly, everybody, okay. And if we would trade this uptrend line, this uptrend, look how many past support or pivot points or whatever do we have. Make sense? So from the daily, we could say, well, this is a pivot point. The market hit here, the market hit here. Or from the daily, we could say, oh, this is past support, and this is past support, and this is past support, right? Going down, building a set of stairs, right? Okay, beginner traders, the important, the most relevant support, resistance, pivot points are from the monthly chart. Okay, you know, when we are like right now, right? We are on the 2-hour chart. We are on the 2-hour chart, and we are trying to enter on the market wave, right? And we miss the train. So we're going to use the past support in order to enter. But remember, you know, if we have a pivot point up in here from the monthly, you know, and this is we're going to learn this in the future lessons. Maybe this is not the right time to buy. Make sense? Why not? Because it's a pivot point from the monthly. The market is going to hit the ceiling and to react. And as much as we want to be our trade to be a winner, is going to be a loser. One more time, why is that? Well, because the monthly is the strongest. So if you are a scalper, everybody, maybe this is not that relevant, but if you are a day trader, intraday trader, swing trader, when it comes to the monthly pivot points, I would think twice before to enter long in here. Make sense, everybody? So thank you, Israel, for the comment. Now back to class, back to the lesson, right? The train, and we want to find other opportunities to enter. So we are not trading the blue one anymore. We are trading the short-term trend, the red, and talk support, set of stairs, right? Set of stairs, set of stairs, set of stairs, 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 stairs. From right to the left, everybody. Okay, and we need to adjust the uptrend line to uptrend line. Where's the trend line? So this will be 1 and extend, right? Uptrend line. Learn this in the previous, everybody. Uptrend line here too, and we don't see the future. This was the sideways movement, and uptrend line in here. Okay, we are here, everybody, and we want to have counter trend line break at past support. So 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3. There you go. How many? So let's make a poll, everybody. How many of you do you want to enter in here? This is an entry, everybody. Remember, these webinars are not ready for investment advice, but this would be an entry. Okay, this would be entry. So remember, from the beginning of the class, close, it's one probability. Counter trend line break, it's another probability. The market above the uptrend line, it's another probability. And reaction pass, Who would like to enter in here? This is an entry. Okay. Remember, we are trading the red right now. The other entry, the pullback. Okay. So stop loss down in here with the trend line, not to make it difficult for the, falling down, and another entry. Let's see if this reacted to no past support in here, and sideways, falling down, and bam, right? So this would be the counter trend line, and this reaction reacted, right? Sometimes this could be a news event, right? But if not, it's not a news event. This low or the market reacted to. Can you see the high, everybody here? Past support. From what we have learned, it's not high probability because it's aligned with resistance, not support. DMW, I really don't understand you. What do you mean it's aligned with resistance? It made a lower low, lower high. Everybody, let's not complicate too much. What we are trying to find is this. Okay? DMW, what we are trying to find is this one. Those are the entries that we are trying to find. Okay? Those kind of, everybody makes sense? And those kind of entries are easier to spot on the wave and are much difficult to spot on the short-term wave. Make sense, DMW? Those spots when the market is going to react to past support in an uptrend, spot on the wave because it's extension retracement, and are much difficult to spot on the red. But when we miss the train, everybody, we are going to trade the red, the small ones, right? Like in here, make sense? This would be an entry to me, but I don't understand DMW, where is resistance in here? Why resistance? Resistance, past resistance, it's in a downtrend. We're going to have a downward retracement, market is going to hit the ceiling, and then it's going to react. So it's going to be the same, just in the opposite. Okay. And DMW, I would not agree with you that it's low probability, because the more reasons you have, like in here, make sense? DMW, the more reasons, the more convergences, the better the chance of success. Make sense? Everybody, what is maybe confusing to the beginner trader is that, well, sometimes the market is not going to show this to us, right? Okay, there is going to be an entry, but this entry is not going to be near past support. So here is the question: should we enter or not? Okay, DMW, we are showing you the live market, the entry, like in here. Sometimes the market is going to react, right? Like in here. Like in here. You know, the first reaction was to past support, right? yeah, the market went a little bit further down, then moved up, right? Make sense, everybody? And we are here right now. I'm going to clean up the chart. We are almost out of time. Okay, so what can we see, everybody? Is that most of the time, right? Most of the time, the market reacted to past support. Past support in here, past support, no past support in here. Okay, so past support in here, check. Past support in here, check. No past, and no past support. Well, maybe, right? Not the perfect one. Okay, what else? Let me see. Past support, past support, past support in here. Okay, past support in here. Can you see, everybody? This, just give me a second. Let's zoom in the chart. So this low, come on, this low reacted to this high, past support. This low reacted to this high, past support. And this low in here, no support on the left, right? From right to left, no support. And this low, and this low reacted to this high. Can you see this, beginner traders, how it works? Okay. Now, when it breaks the counter trend line, like in here, right? This is the question. When the market breaks this counter trend line here, and we don't have past support, should we enter or not to the market? And we are going to learn in the future lessons, everybody, more and more and more stuff. But so it's up to you, okay? You can say, okay, in order to enter the market, or you can also reject. Okay, you can say, okay, I'm going to trade the uptrend lines, I'm going to trade the Fibonacci's, I'm going to trade whatever, you know, but I'm not going to use past support and resistance. Past support here in two. Make sense, everybody? Lost stream. Can you hear me, everybody, or did we lose the stream again? Did we lose the stream? Oh, the tosser says yes. Okay. Okay, everybody, we're almost done. So what is your next level? Next level number one, if you want quicker results, everybody. Not good? So next level number one, some of you are asking me, okay, Passion, do you have anything else? So next level number one, everybody, if you want quicker results and not waste 2, 3, 4 years to figure out the market, ask one. Time is an issue. Why would you waste it? Okay. Homework, everybody. Homework. Homework in here. Homework. If you are going to use support / resistance and pivot points, draw them on the monthly chart of your choice. Okay, everybody, this is the homework. You are in a course. If you are going to use support, resistance, and pivot points, draw them on the monthly charts of your choice. Okay, and if you're in doubt, just send me the picture. Okay, everybody, thank you for your trust. Thank you for your time. See you back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade with passion. This is Fxpassion signing off.